Let's keep talking about art, but we're shifting gears. Selena, your drag is legendary and deeply connected to your Latinidad, so we're so glad to have you here.
Yay! Thanks for having me.
Welcome.
I'm here out of drag for the first time. I'm always here in drag.
How does it feel?
It does feel a little different, you know what I mean? Because I feel like I'm just different, you know? It's a different, I transform. A lot of queens don't.
By the way, you look great because you look beautiful. But it's so much art. And what do you pick? Like the colors, everything. Is it just like on a mood, or how do you base that? That creation.
It's so interesting because like when I went on Drag Race, it all became about the look. Where before the look was the last thing I cared about. You know, I just wanted to look like a pretty girl and then like slay and perform and entertain. I'm a performer at the end of the day. So going on Drag Race, it's really focused on the runways and the outfits. So I was like, well, let me have fun on that, right? Like when I did that season and like represent where I could and do all that. And I did, and it was fun, but it looked a little crazy because I'm not a fashion girl, you know, like that was never really my thing. I was like, I want to perform and make you laugh. I'm an actor. So it's been interesting now. That was like 3.5 years ago that I did Drag Race. So I'm like, now I understand. I can look back and be like, okay, I get it. I'm learning about fashion, and it's interesting too. You know, like I think as a queer person, I grew up in the ghetto, like in Stockton. I went to high school, and you know, I couldn't necessarily dress how I wanted to dress. It was like oversized white tee and blue jeans, you know, like that's all I would wear. So my fashion sense was very like, because I had to fit in, right? So like now I get to explore and have fun, and like I look at you, I'm like, bitch, yeah, like you know, I love it.
I saw the season, obviously. You did such a great representation. You were like that girl. You were that Latina girl that, you know, I understood what you were wearing. And do you think they got it? Because it's so crazy that in all the years of Drag Race, I believe that the only one Latina that has won, there's been one winner, correct?
Yeah, Bianca Del Rio. Mm-hmm. She's Hondureña, so which I'm from Honduras too.
Yeah, I feel like we need a little more representation in that aspect of them, considering like, you know, if it was another like Caucasian person or Black person, like the conversation would be different, you know? We haven't gotten that
But I feel like Latinos always get that, right? Like we always get the back end of the stick sometimes, I feel. So like, I don't know, I think moving forward for me too, it's kind of about just like not being ashamed of all that I am and like putting it to the forefront and not having to think that I need to be in a specific box just because I'm Latino. Like I can do all these freaking things, bitch, watch me do this, right? And then guess what? I'm Latino at the end of the day. So I think that makes us so powerful, you know? And like, I think part of my, you know, on Drag Race, my season 15, I was just representing what I knew of my Latin experience and like my sisters and my cousins and my girlfriends from high school. Like I was just representing what I've known, but like the thing with Latinos, we're such a big span of different lifestyles and cultures, although we're in the same, but that's the thing that I think that's what the problem is with Drag Race sometimes is like, I think they view it from the lens of we're all just like put into this one little Latin box, but we're so different, you know? Ginger Minj is apparently Puerto Rican, she just won All-Stars, but like, again, she's not necessarily like representing or, you know, presenting her Latinidad within her drag. So, but yeah, I think that's kind of an interesting conversation and topic right now that's going on in the drag world.
Speaking of the art of drag, what is your favorite part of it? I mean, when you're putting together a look, right? We have makeup, we have outfits, jewelry, hair. There's so many, you know, elements that come together. What makes you like the most giddy and excited about like, oh, this is the part that I get into and like.
I love the transformation because I look so different out of drag. Okay. Like getting to feel so you know, like, oh my God, like I'm such a man, I feel sometimes, you know what I mean? So like I look at you beautiful, like women as inspiration, like, you know, and again, like even representing Latinidad, like Latin women in my family, they're so beautiful. So that energy and that like charisma is what I love, you know, because I feel like that's what, you know, I think about like my house parties growing up. Like we were having a freaking birthday, a celebration, a graduation. Every weekend there's a barbecue, there's something going on. And my tia is just laughing and cackling in the corner like witches. And I used to be like, oh my God.
I feel like Selena's gives that.
Yeah, and that's where my persona comes from. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like all my crazy tias. Like that's what I live for, and that's what I grew up with. So.
But what is something about that Latina persona that when you're creating that vision, that character, and this can also be attached to Latina women in general, that you're like, ooh, we should maybe leave that little part of our expression behind. But I'm gonna take this piece with me, but I don't want like the red lipstick or whatever it may be. Like, what is something that's typical Latina that you're like, maybe not that?
Well, that's what I think was my journey, kind of, was like, there's the obvious stereotypical things, and like that's easy to perform. And I'm kind of going through a shift right now. Like, I've done some, I don't know if y'all believe in like readings and talking with mediums and stuff, but I did some readings, especially my grandmas are passed away and my mom. And what came through for me, what my grandmas were telling me was like the difference between performing yourself and, performing yourself and authentically, what's the word? Expressing yourself. Yes, the difference between performing yourself and expressing yourself. And I think as I was trying to figure out my journey with like finding my pride, because I was very shameful for a long time, right? Of being, because like I said, white West Hollywood, I was trying to fit in the industry, the entertainment industry, right? It's like you have to be super Disney-fied and wear polos, and like that's what I was going to auditions for, like that, right? And so in finding my pride, I was a little performative, I feel sometimes, just because it's only what I knew. I was still trying to find my authenticity with my.
I feel like in the journey, because we've seen you and we've seen your events. We were at the GLAD event together. Like we've done so many, like with you, like the other day, the panel and everything. You've polished so much your drag, where like I feel you can jump back and forth. But you've done also so much more. All the work that you've done, the stuff that you've done with Frankie Grande and performing. How do you feel at this point? Do you feel like it's a full, like a complete artist? Are you hungry for different things? Like, where are you at with your art?
I think today I want to do, like I said, we're capable of all of it. I want to do all of it. And the thing was, I had been doing all of it. And then I got on Drag Race and all the fandom and the hate and all the, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know where to go. That kind of put, again, like that box I thought I had to be in. It's like, girl, I do everything. And I could do everything like this. And I could show up like this and it's cool. And I could, I was doing TV and film, a lot of TV and film before Drag Race. And I want to get back into that space. My biggest inspirations are like John Leguizamo. He was on Broadway with doing one-man shows. Like, I would love to do that. I've done some one-person shows before, and I'm just kind of getting back into that. I'm writing a lot of scripts right now too, because again, like I'm a Hollywood girl. Like, if anything, I would say like season 15, Selena EsTitties was like South Central girly, still in the hood. Now, baby, I'm growing up. It's been a couple years. I'm working on myself. My mommy passed, so that put me in a different mind space and perspective. And it's like, I'm moved up to Hollywood, baby. Let's get to work. Is how I feel. Industry, baby.
Well, thank you so much for being here. You know how much we love when you stop by. So
Thank you for having me.
I can't
We
wait.
have you for a game.
I want to play
Yeah,
some
yeah,
games.
yeah.
Yes.